Don't you ever talk about Greg Popovich like that again.
I want some nasty.
Mój dans makabry, więc chodź do tańca, gdy krok to szansa i los nam gra. Mam duszę starca, nie umiem walca na palcach hand. Na palcach hand, na palcach hand.
What's good, Spurs Nights? It's your boy, Clan the Spurs fan, and I'm here with a brand new video. If you guys, if you could, give me a like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell motherfucking on. Now, let's get straight into it. A lot of people have been messaging me. A lot of people have been putting in comments. A lot of people have been on Instagram talking shit. A lot of people have been on Facebook talking shit about Greg Popovich. And I want to talk about this because a few days ago, I made a video about Greg Popovich, and I said that one thing that Greg Popovich has to change is these lineups. I feel like this is my one flaw that I think Greg Popovich is doing. One flaw. I think that we are looking at analytics way too often instead of actually putting the best player in that should be starting. So right now, I'm looking at our point guard position. Brent Forbes isn't the best point guard. Put your best point guard in. Put Derek White and roll with it. DeMar DeRozan's getting his playing time. Rudy Gay's the best small forward. Power forward, best power forward is LA, but we got him at center. And then at center, the best center we have is Jakob, but we got him coming off the bench. So that's where I have issues when it comes to what the San Antonio Spurs are doing and what Greg Popovich is doing. But I would never say some of the stuff about Greg Popovich that some of you guys are saying. Some of you guys are going out there and saying Greg Popovich has lost it. Greg Popovich can't adjust to the modern NBA. Greg Popovich don't know what he's doing. It's time for Greg Popovich to retire. What the fuck is wrong with you? Really? No, I really want to know. What is wrong with you? If you're a true Spurs fan, you know that is not the answer that Greg Popovich needs to leave. Are you serious? The man brings us 5 championships. 5! In a 20-year span. And we're talking about get rid of Greg Popovich? How could you even say something like that? That doesn't happen. A small market team doesn't supposed to have 20 years of longevity, guys. A small market team doesn't supposed to have 5 championships. That doesn't happen. And some people went out of their way to message me and try to give me a whole damn essay on why Greg Popovich is washed up and how Greg Popovich got lucky because he had Duncan, Manu, and Tony Parker. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That doesn't happen. Just having the personnel is not the reason for your success. It is not that simple. You can have a team full of stars and still lose. It happens all the time. You can look at the Lakers. Even though they had Phil Jackson, even the Lakers had a stacked team. They had a stacked team. I think it was 2000. Was it 2004, 2003? They had a stacked team. And they lost. And it was a long span before the Lakers won again. The San Antonio Spurs have been winning since 1999. How could you say that? And people want to go out of their way and say, well, what about the Golden State Warriors? Golden State Warriors got Steph Curry and they got Draymond Green and now they got KD. We ain't the Warriors. And I'll tell you something else. The Warriors wouldn't be what the Warriors are if it wasn't for the Spurs. How they pass the ball, how they pass the rock so great, and how they got great teammates and guys play for each other. That's because of the Spurs. They implemented that, guys. How could you even think that? How could you even think that? Steve Kerr would not be as good of a coach he is right now if he wasn't under guys like Phil Jackson and Popovich. For you to say Popovich doesn't adjust, you don't win from 1999 to 2014 without adjusting. San Antonio Spurs were one of the first teams to shoot threes like that. 2014, we had a stacked team shooting threes. Greg Popovich knows what he's doing. But right now, the problem is you have 9 different faces. You have about 4 or 5 guys who left. You have Marco Bellinelli not panning out. You got LaMarcus Aldridge not playing hard enough. And it is ridiculous. And I can't believe, I'm getting my Stephen A shit. How could you have the unedited, I don't know what the fuck he says, gall to say something like that? It's ridiculous, man. Jesus. I don't get it. I don't get it. You don't understand how it is to be a small market team. We've been spoiled for so long till you don't understand what teams go through. It is extremely difficult to win that many championships. You know why it happens? Because you're smarter than your opponent. Greg Popovich and R.C. Buford are some of the greatest minds in the NBA. If not the greatest minds in the NBA. Every single player that came out of Pop has said Greg Popovich is a great coach. Don't you ever talk about Greg Popovich like that again. Never. We would not be who we are if it weren't for Greg Popovich. The NBA would not be what it is if it weren't for Greg Popovich. He has had so much inspiration on guys till you see it through analysts, you see it through coaches that are coaching today, that they came from Greg Popovich. Right when we won the championship in 2014, Atlanta Hawks immediately implemented the Spurs system. Immediately they try to play like the Spurs. You look at the Warriors. Warriors play like the Spurs. They just have the personnel. But don't you ever say Greg Popovich. It's ridiculous to even say Greg Popovich only got success because of Tim Duncan, Manu, and Tony Parker. It goes both ways, man. Manu wouldn't have championships if it weren't for Pop. Tony wouldn't have championships if it weren't for Pop. And let me tell you something else. When it comes to Tim Duncan, he is the greatest power forward that has ever walked the planet Earth. He is the greatest power forward in the universe. Planet Vegeta don't have a better power forward than Tim Duncan, guys. And if Tim Duncan, as great as he is, and I'm sure he had an ego as great as you are, you don't just not have an ego like that. For him to look at Popovich and say, you know what, Pop? You can coach me. I believe in you. You believe in me, I believe in you. You can coach me. Coach me up. For him to say that, and for him to take a back seat to a guy when he's the greatest power forward of all time, proves that Greg Popovich isn't just getting lucky. What is wrong with you? He was a military guy. He knows how to lead men. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. I don't know. I don't know. There's no getting to you guys. I don't know. Oh. Oh. I had to take a walk. I had to take a fucking walk. You guys are ridiculous. Now, there's things that the Spurs have to work on. There's things that Greg Popovich will have to change. But don't you ever, in your right mind, in this world we live in, I don't ever want to hear anybody make a damn statement like that Greg Popovich can't coach anymore. That is ridiculous. That man is the greatest coach of all time, and we've been spoiled. We don't deserve a coach like that. To even say something like that, this fan base don't deserve a coach like that if you guys gonna act like that. You don't deserve it. Because you do not, like I said, you do not go from 1999 to 2003 to 2005 to 2007 to 2014 and not be able to adjust in the NBA. That's ridiculous. He's even trying to adjust right now. We're going small ball. I'm actually saying we should go the opposite. That's what I'm saying with the Spurs. But we went small ball. Why? Because Greg Popovich is trying to adjust. And when people say that his system doesn't fit in today's NBA, what is his system? What is his system? Huh? What's his system? Ball IQ, passing the rock. So that doesn't fit in the fucking NBA no more? So the NBA is just, no, we can't do that no more. We can't have high ball IQ and run plays no more. If that's what the NBA is today, I don't want the NBA no more. If his system of having high basketball IQ and passing the ball for a better shot is out of date, then fuck the NBA. And fuck y'all too for saying that. And I know it's not everybody. It's just a select few. It's just a select few. And I don't hate you. I really don't. I don't hate you. But you guys have to realize that Greg Popovich is the real deal. He is. I don't get Spurs fans, man. Some of y'all. I don't get it. 5 championships ain't enough. So you're saying that we needed another coach. Another coach would have gave us, what, 20? 10? Y'all ridiculous, man. I'm out. I can't do this no more. Alright, if you could, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. I don't know. I'm disappointed in the Spurs fan base right now. I'm disappointed.